Okay guys, today I'm excited to walk you through Harya and Amir's cross-cultural Ethiopian and Pakistani wedding that took place in Virginia. It was such a beautiful day and I can't wait to show you more of it soon. But first, I'm Faisha. I'm the owner of STATUESQUE Events and I'm one of the lead planners here. We plan weddings all along the East Coast. I'm talking anywhere from New England down to Florida. We've done it and we love planning cultural weddings and showcasing them right here on this channel, all right? So make sure you're subscribed because we have so much more content coming a few times every month to keep you inspired as you're planning your wedding. Now, Harya and Amir were an amazing couple and they met on campus at Stanford University in California. They were both part of a Southeast Asian dance troupe and they met and fell in love while volunteering as part of that dance troupe, which was amazing. Now, they were introduced to us by a friend that I attended college with and who attended, the University of Pennsylvania and who was part of the engineering program along with me, who recommended them and said, hey, she's a great wedding planner, go with her. Thankfully they did, and we had an amazing time working with them and celebrating with them on their wedding day. It was such a beautiful thing. Now, one more thing about Harya and Amir. We were planning a wedding here in the DC metro area and Virginia. So that's something that we do pretty often where a couple lives in one state and the wedding's happening in another state. And we were really excited about helping them through, the logistics of planning down here. And we're always honored when people trust us to plan their wedding in a different state. All right, so let's fast forward to the wedding day. The wedding day started bright and early. Guys, I'm talking 5 a.m. with hair and makeup, okay? And that was largely because we had a long day ahead of us, but guys, the bridesmaids were amazing. They were on time and hair and makeup started and ended on time, which gave us time to just enjoy the day. So after the beautiful hair and makeup was done, we spent some time on the patio, on the deck, just taking pictures. Harya brought custom robes for all of her bridesmaids and her bridesmen, and they had robes that were lined on the edges with Ethiopian fabric, which was really beautiful and a way to incorporate culture, and they were just enjoying themselves, having a little bit of champagne, just enjoying the day as it should be on your wedding day. So we really loved the fact that everyone started on time, so we got to use the buffer time to just enjoy ourselves and decompress before leaving. So next we left the hotel after everyone got dressed and we headed off to Harya's mom's house. And no, Harya's mom's house is not the location of the wedding. We went there because there is a tradition where the men come to the house of the bride's family and they pick up the bride before going to the ceremony. So we wanted to honor that tradition, which again is part of the reason why they woke up so early in the morning to make sure we could have time for this, but it was such an amazing time. One of my favorite photos from their wedding is one of the pictures when they were just looking at each other while everyone else was dancing around them. You could just see all the love in their faces. And I love the tradition because it's almost like a traditional first look that happens in the house, with family and friends around me, which was beautiful. So there was food, there was Ethiopian coffee, there was just a lot to do that morning. And of course there was lots of dancing and I got my dance on a little bit too with my shoulders. I'm not so great at it, but got my dance on. And we just celebrated a little bit before heading off to the ceremony. Now, when we arrived at the ceremony, the first stop was the Baraat, which is pretty much a Pakistani, it's a Pakistani tradition where the groom rides on a white mare or a white horse that is decorated and celebrated, and he rides on that to be greeted by the bride's family. And his friends and family are all around. Guys, I was waiting all year for this moment because I knew it was going to be so fun. So we just got to see them celebrating, dancing, singing. It was absolutely amazing, and he lived it up. He enjoyed himself during that moment. It was just a beautiful celebration of tradition. After that, we moved into the ceremony, of course, the time for them to actually be married. And it was a beautiful, beautiful ceremony, blending their cultures. You may have noticed by now that Amir wore his traditional Pakistani attire while Harya wore her traditional Ethiopian attire, so they were very symbolic in blending their cultures all through the day, all through attire, through everything, and it was just a really beautiful moment. After the ceremony, of course, we moved into the reception and we had all kinds of food, guys. I ate a lot that day. And in the reception, we had a few surprises there as well. So the bride's mother approached me and let me know that Harya's favorite holiday in the year is the Ethiopian New Year. So She wanted us to celebrate traditionally with, complete with the yellow flowers that they normally celebrate with, and to play a song by Teddy Afro for the Ethiopian New Year, which they call Ade Abeba. And I'm so sorry to the Ethiopians out there if I'm butchering it, but Ade Abeba, and it was just a really fun time, and it was a total surprise. So the bride and groom entered, they did their entrance dance, and then while on the dance floor, we kind of came out with all the flowers by surprise, a surprise, gave them to Harya's mom and their friends, and they all surrounded them on the dance floor, dancing with the flowers, just celebrating with them, because they got married pretty close to the Ethiopian New Year. We also had a dance performance by the same dance team that Harya and Amir met in, which was perfect. So we had a whole dance routine, guys. It was perfect. It was entertaining. Like, they hit every note. It was perfect. Now, towards the end of the night, Harya and Amir decided to change, and they changed into all Pakistani attire. So they were both matching in the same colors of Pakistani attire, which was absolutely beautiful. They took pictures outside at night, like sunset pictures over the water. Because their wedding took place at the Riverview at Occoquan, it was over the Occoquan River, so you can see the river in all of the photos at the wedding. It was beautiful. So they got pictures in that. And then they did their Ethiopian farewell, which all the elders are sitting on chairs. They were hugging and kissing and basically bidding them farewell as they leave the nest and start their family together at the end of the night. It was a very emotional moment. It always is an emotional moment at Ethiopian weddings, but it's so beautiful just to see the love between everyone there. And honestly, that would be the best way to describe this wedding. There was love all the way throughout. The speeches, everything, you could just feel all the love in the room and the support in the room, and it was absolutely beautiful. So Harya and Amir, thank you so much for allowing us to work on your wedding. We really loved recapping through this video, and I really hope that this is inspirational for those of you out there who are planning weddings for, different cross-cultural weddings. We love cross-cultural weddings. We'll be featuring more of them on this channel, so make sure you are subscribed so you can see all the different multicultural, cross-cultural weddings that we have coming on the channel, and just get to live a little bit of what makes our life exciting. All right, so we can't wait to see you guys in the next video. Thanks so much for tuning in, and thanks once again to all of our amazing couples who allow us to be part of your day and to showcase your love, your culture, and your weddings to the world.